Hello everybody. Welcome once again to Career Ride. My name is Shipra Singh and once again I'm back to you with a discussion on an important decision that many of you may have to make in your career. Well, the placement season is once again around the corner and once again has come the time for you to decide whether a big company is good for you or will a small startup company add more power to your dreams. See, while both of them have their own advantages and disadvantages, none of them is a wrong choice because your decision absolutely depends upon your personality type and how you see your future to be. So, if you are also stuck at making one such choice, this video will help you find a direction. Think about the following 5 things, and by the end, you should get quite a good clarity in your thoughts as to what do you want to do. The first and the most visible thing you'll get by working with a big corporate will be a very attractive salary and the reputation of the brand they enjoy. Imagine telling your friends and relatives that you got your first job at HLL, TCS, or any other such big company. You see, the appreciation is almost immediate. Startups, on the other end, would not be known by the people initially. And actually, no one can guarantee that they would ever be known because 3 out of 4 startups do not succeed in their lifetime. The pay package also would be lower. But if they make it big, you have every chance to make up the loss. Still, it's only a chance that we are talking about. The next difference that you'll find is corporates have a well set structure and work procedures. What is to be done, how it is to be done, what's going to be the impact, funds, everything is meticulously planned before you begin to work on the project. All kind of stabilities, be it emotional, mental, financial, will be available to you from the very beginning. Well set procedures, trainings, professional advice, you'll get everything from day one. While at startups, you'll need to hit the road almost running. Well set structures, procedures, trainings may not be available to you. You'll need to wear multiple hats here, and your work profile may keep changing because the startups are always experimenting. But if you're competent enough, you might be the one assisting your boss in setting up these structures and procedures. But see, there's a difference between a startup with 3 4 people and 40 50 people. At 40 50 people startups, the things are fairly structured, but the opportunity to learn and grow is still high because they are in expansion mode. So, see which kind of startup are you joining? Now, see, one key person to influence our professional lives remarkably is our manager. Your manager at a corporate will be a fairly experienced, professionally qualified person to mentor you and help you with the decision making. While if you look at a young startup, your boss may be just as old as you are or maybe a few years older to you, trying to figure their own way out. They may not even be available to you for decision making because they may be busy with their own work. However, if you look at the plus side here, you'll have a lot of freedom to learn on your own, make your own decisions. And in addition to all this, you'll also have an opportunity to watch your boss dealing with much bigger things from a very close distance. And all of this can even give you a chance to become a part of the management very soon if the company manages to grow. Moreover, as I've said earlier also, if it is a 40 50 people kind of a startup, even the boss is fairly experienced here and a good source of knowledge to you. Now, see, if I were to give you my own example, when I started my career, I used to work with a startup with some 50 people. Things were quite structured, the boss was quite experienced and knew his way out. They always focused on continuous learning, and since they were in expansion mode, we always had something new to work on. In the same process, while setting up a new department, I even got a chance to work for 6 months directly with the director of the company. And I have to tell you, those 6 months were one of the biggest value additions to my professional life, as I could get an opportunity to see how directors think and operate. With a corporate, I'm sure I would not have gotten this opportunity at such a young age. Now, if I have to talk in terms of skill sets, at a corporate, every team member has got well assigned tasks. The professional growth will definitely be good with professional trainings and new projects. While at a startup, everyone works more closely. In addition to doing your own work, you also get to closely see the things your co-workers are working on, the problems they are solving, and the skills they are gaining eventually rub upon you as well. So you don't just learn from your own experience, but also the people around. And now, finally, coming to the question that actually bothers each one of us before we join the startups. And it is, what if the startup fails? Will I be able to find another job in the market? Well, the answer here is fairly simple. If you've worked honestly even at a startup and you possess the desired skills, finding the next job, even at a big company, won't be difficult because the hiring managers are more interested in people who have the skills to solve their problems. So, as you can see yourself, working in either of these setups have their own advantages and disadvantages. Nothing is right, nothing is wrong here. It absolutely depends upon your personality and where do you want to be in the life in future. However, as I said earlier, 3 out of 4 startups actually fail in the market. But it is difficult to predict which of these is going to be the next Facebook or Uber. So look out for the clues so that you can decide if a startup is worth joining or not. Find out about their products or services, their founders, their strategies to monetize their offerings, among other important things. And one thing is for sure, if you work and improve your skills even at a startup, you'll never be out of opportunity to work at a larger place.